Well, this video is going to be a little response to the idea of planned obsolescence when it comes to light bulbs. I saw a YouTube video a while back where they had this story around light bulbs and how there was this fire station that had like a 120-year-old filament light bulb and it was still burning. It had been burning continuously and outlasted like 4 security cameras or something like that. But anyway, we still today have these LED lights that have all these circuit board components in them, and in my experience, when you want something to not break or you want something to last, then you want to limit how many ways it can fail, and how many different ways these can fail. Pretty much count all the parts on there, and if any one of those parts fails, then the whole LED light bulb doesn't work anymore. So my point is, when it comes to these fluorescent lamp preheat fixtures, there is no circuit board in them. All they have are these current limiter transformers. This one's a single coil one, and we're going to use it to run this little bulb right here. It's a little 15 watt. There's the neutral line going to the current limiter. The positive lines going to this side. And if we disconnect the opposite ends for a moment, the bulb will come on. Now the downside to this lamp fixture is if it gets unplugged and you plug it back in, the lamp won't come back on unless you connect these other sides again. But that's why I like to use these remote control toggle switches, and the cool thing about this one is that it can be an on-off remote control switch, or you can switch it over to be a toggle switch, and that's exactly what this lamp fixture runs on. Is you need to have a way of cutting the power, and you need to have a way of toggling this other wire over here to be able to control the on-off switch basically for it. And another simple design are these transformers from the bug zapper cages that I've shown in other videos. Alright, so I went ahead and swapped them over. I connected the high voltage or the step-up transformer to the bulb. So now the bulb is running on this current limiter right here, and if we take the 2 high voltage you can use that for, bug zapping cage, or I'm actually thinking about putting a little electric fence around my house to keep any 4-legged rodents out. But yeah, it's for another time, for another video. But anyway, there is one way these lamp fixtures can fail, and that's because they depend on the filament that's on the inside of these to not be broken. If the filament on the inside breaks, then you have no way of turning the lamp on, because you have no way of connecting the outer 2 prong wires together to create the current to start to flow through the bulb. So in my research of trying to figure out a way to light the lamp with just a high voltage AC current, I came across using these microwave oven transformers with the secondary winding going to one end of the bulb and the core or the other end of the windings going to the other end of the bulb down there. And I can use my Variac, and you can light up any size fluorescent bulb this way too. This one requires about 40 volts. the smaller bulbs require less voltage, so it doesn't require much out of this microwave oven transformer to make this bulb run. So I guess if I wanted to make a lamp fixture out of this, I would make a step-down transformer from 120 to like 12 AC, and then I would send it through this primary winding to run the bulb. But for now I just use my Variac, but that's just using the AC line to go through one end of the bulb to the other, and even if the filament was broken, it would still work. So this is like almost like an unbreakable design. You can always light up a bulb this way, even if the filament's broken on the inside. The only way this would possibly not be able to work is if you physically broke the glass of the bulb or cut the wire from the transformer. But so that's really the simplest form right there, is just using a step-up transformer and the high voltage AC to run the bulb like this. So even if the filaments were broken on the inside, it still works as long as the vacuum seal is still there. So that's my response to the planned obsolescence light bulb video. I mean, I recommend these lamp fixtures over LEDs because these ones will outlast LEDs by a long shot, but there is still the filament that can break and cause the lamp to fail. But if you want the ultimate unfailed, then this is the design that you'd want right here, because this, even if the filament's broken, and with this, the transformer will still light up the bulb with the high voltage AC current. So there you have it. You got these, how many different ways that this can fail versus how many ways a coil of wire can fail. I know these can fail over here, these remote control, but that's not actually, that's kind of more like an add-on. That's my personal add-on touch to these lamp fixtures. They have the toggle remote control switch for them. But yeah, there's really no component that can make this fail. I haven't had one fail on me yet, and I've taken fixtures probably 40 years old, over 40 years old probably, and they still worked. Let's see if we can light them. See, this one over here is a 240 volt current limiter over here out of a tanning bed, and same design as that one. Let's see if we can get this to come on here. Well, anyway, I'll show that in another video, but this is the one that I'm trying to point out right here, is that you can light up any fluorescent bulb with a high voltage step-up transformer.